Hi everyone, I'm Rachel and I have hamsters, and today I wanted to do a quick tour of Sofia's 200 quart bin cage. Sophia is a little tiny Roborovski hamster, and I got her from a hamster rescue where she was born as part of an accidental litter. And I've now had her for about 6 months, so she's about 7 months old. And she's lived in this bin cage most of her life. I did have her in some other cages before I upgraded her to this bin cage. On one side you'll see I have about 10 inches of Kaytee Clean and Cozy, and then layered in there I've been experimenting with the orchard grass hay, which is a really soft hay. It's not pokey like Timothy hay. And you'll see this is a little sand bath I have in a little Pyrex dish that I got from a Goodwill shop. And I actually have it, because it's heavy, I have it stabilized by underneath I have a riser on it, which I will show you. So you can see there's a plastic, well, you actually can't see it, but there's a clear plastic riser underneath of it. So that way it doesn't collapse on her and she can burrow underneath it and I don't have to worry. I have these 2 rainbow bridges for her, and I have, this is the Niteangel Multichamber hide 6 room small, and I actually have stilts on it. I believe she has the 4.5 inch stilts. The taller size, the 5 inch stilts, were not available when I bought them. But you know what, it actually gives her a fair amount of burrowing room, and I don't want to open it up because this is her space, but you can see that she does burrow down in there and she connects from that to this box over there. Up top, I have another sand bath for her, which I keep in an acrylic tray. And on one side is this cupcake that's from Niteangel, and I have the strawberry also. And what I like about having 2 hides in her sand bath is that she actually uses this one to stash food, which is great. And then she uses the strawberry as a potty. So it's pretty easy for me to clean. I just take the strawberry out whenever it's looking dirty. Often it's about once a week on Saturdays I clean it, but if it's looking dirty before that, I will go ahead and do that too. I also have this box over here that I think this box actually had the cupcake came in it. So it was an interior box. It was not the box that it was shipped in, you know, touching the outside. So it was a clean box. I cut some holes in it, so there's a hole here, and then a hole at the top and a hole at either side and in the back. And then I connected her to this tube here. And she likes to run in there. I don't think she sleeps in there, but she does seem to go in and out of it quite a bit. In the corner back here, I have some Oakwood Forest sprays that I got as part of their natural spray box. And she's really demolished the flax seeds, as you can see. And she does eat these other guys. I can't remember exactly what spray that is, but she does eat them kind of slowly when she feels like it. Sometimes I'll put her in my hand and give her a little boost so she can reach them. I think it's kind of a nice challenge that they're a little bit out of reach for her, so she kind of has to work for it, which is good. She really likes hunting down her food, so it's a fun activity for her. You can see I have some flowers sprinkled around, and the flowers are also from Oakwood Forest. I got those in a flower box mix. And she's got a little glass jar here that sometimes she likes to sit in and nibble, and a whimsy there. She loves those. I have a 9-inch silent runner for her, and I actually have 2 of these for her, which you'll see the other one in a minute. I always make sure that she has a lab block sitting out for her. She doesn't touch this one yet, but she has another one that she's been working on, so that's good. And she drinks water from a little, basically it's like a tea light, but it was called a hamster feeding dish or a lizard feeding dish, and I will put the link below if you're interested in it. I have another little box there that sometimes she tucks into, and then this was a wine box that I cut some holes in, and I actually think she sleeps primarily in here, so I'm not going to lift that up. So as you can see, this tunnel goes from that box there all the way up and around and zigzags down down to her second bin. It's kind of crazy, I know, but I created this second bin, and you can see how this works there. There we go, there's her main bin. and there's her second bin. And I had to very carefully create this tube system so that it's not too steep anywhere. It has a lot of angles, as you can see, and she does fine going up and down it. The Kaytee tubes I know are a bit controversial, but they do have really good traction on the inside and they're pretty secure. So once you set it up, I do feel pretty safe about letting her go from bin to bin using this tube system. And honestly, she seems really happy with this. Ever since I set up this second bin for her, and this is a hefty 100-quart bin, which I will put the link down to below. I got this one from Lowe's. Ever since I set this up, I honestly don't see her that much. At first I thought she was hiding because of the change, but now I think she's just having fun, which is great. I'm really glad that she's having so much fun. So as you can see, I have another silent runner for her down here. I bought two so that I could always have one to clean and not deprive her of a wheel. But what I found is that maybe it just makes sense to always have one in action, or to have both in her cage, so that if I take one out, she still has access to a wheel and I never have to worry about storing a wheel somewhere. I just pop it back in when it's ready. I also have a Niteangel bridge here, connecting her from these two ends, and she can hop off of it onto this. This is called a cork flat, and it came in a pack of 2. It's from ZooMed, and it's really great, actually. She really likes it, and she climbs all over it, and I sprinkle seeds in this area for her, and you know, they fall into little crevices, and she has lots of fun digging them up. I have a little glass jar for her over there, and the Niteangel, I can't remember what that's called, but the Niteangel log there. So down here I have Eco Earth coconut fiber loose. And actually there's not a lot of depth, so I might add some more for her here. And I put this one in an acrylic tray because I was thinking that I might replace this with a sand bath, which maybe I'll do at some point, but she's loving the Eco coconut fiber, so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it as is. And again, I have that flower mix from Oakwood Forest sprinkled around, and I see her, she loves these flowers. She did a lot of digging around in them, and she likes to nibble on them. So that's been really successful. And I have a lava rock there to help her get up her wine box. I have another one down here. I don't think she's sleeping down here, but sometimes she does, and it seems like she spends a lot of her evenings down here. So there is her other wheel. And as you can see, she's got another lab block right there that she's working on. I also feed them dried chicken for variety, for protein. And most nights I give them a little piece of kale or apple or carrot or whatever I have around. So there it is zoomed out, and I keep a little trash bin right there. Makes it easy to throw anything away if I need to. Here is her big main bin cage. And over to the left here, I keep a little cup to interact with her with. She loves this little plastic cup, both my Robos do. And it's a fun way to kind of, they'll walk in it and then you can put them in your hand, which is nice. And if you've seen my other videos about Sofia, you'll know that she sometimes can be a bit cage aggressive. So I do have a pair of leather gloves that I keep there at all times. So when she comes out, I just slip on a leather glove and then I can interact with her without any issue. And I don't have to worry about her biting. And honestly, the more I work with her with the leather gloves, the more comfortable I get her with us, the more she seems to be relaxed. She does still occasionally bite, but I do think it's improving the more I work with her. And of course, the more space I give her and the more relaxed she seems. So I've found that, you know, the more I give her a stable home and a stable setup, this has seemed to help. I'm not sure if she'll ever be a hamster that I can have on my bare hand. I think we'll see. I think maybe some hamsters are just a bit territorial and that's just the way they are, but at least I can still interact with her, and she loves to get pet, so I can hold her in a gloved hand and pet her with a bare hand in my other hand, or feed her seeds. She will take seeds from my hands and usually does fine with that without any issue, even if I'm not wearing gloves. All right, so that is the cage tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. And maybe you noticed, I forgot to mention this, I have Waze cameras in the top corner there and in the corner down there. And then that way I can kind of see how she's doing. If I don't see her for a day, I can kind of check it out and make sure, you know, that she's being active and she's running on her wheel and that everything looks okay. So I do like having those cameras there. And I will put a link down to them below if you are interested in checking that out. All right, well, if you have any thoughts on my bin cage setup or have any bin cage setup ideas that work for you, I would love to hear them. Please leave me a comment below. And thank you again for watching. All right, I will see you next week.